Hi, today I want to share with you a homemade ranch seasoning mix. You can use it for dressing or for dip and things like that. It's the type of stuff like this, but and yes, I bought this before because if I hadn't bought it, I wouldn't have it. And I'm almost out and I want to make my own, so I decided I would do that. And it's a better alternative because there's a lot of things in this that I don't want. Some things you can't even hardly pronounce. But maltodextrin, I don't know what that is. I could look it up, but I'm not. Monosodium glutamate, which is something I don't want. There's some stuff good in here like citric acid and stuff. But what is carbozymethylcellulose? Carbozymethylcellulose. Who knows what that is? I'll have to look that up. But anyway, there's a lot of things in this that I don't want to have. So I decided to come up with an alternative to find a different way to do it. So I have been searching online and I found recipes. And this one is one that I found that I like. So it is from Give Me Some Oven, and it's a homemade ranch dressing mix. I will leave the link down below. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This right here is cultured buttermilk. This is probably the hardest part to find if you don't know what you're looking for. But it's on the aisle, usually the baking aisle, in Walmart that is, probably any store, where the dry milk would be. And I buy dry milk for like bread and stuff like that. But anyway, that is dry buttermilk, so you need 1/3 of a cup of that. Get it all out. Set that there. And it smells like really nothing. It doesn't really have a smell. But anyway, this is the dry buttermilk. It actually has a buttermilk pancake thing on here, and it tells you how to reconstitute it. So that's the first thing. That's what all that white stuff is in there. Alright, the next thing you need is 2 tablespoons of dry parsley flakes. So gonna get that. 1, 2. And the next thing you need is going to be 1½ teaspoons of dried dill weed. There's me a teaspoon. Dried dill weed, and I have all these open to make it easier. So 1½ of this. And a lot of these things you would most likely already have in your house anyway. So it's not like it's going to be something that you're going to have to go out and buy special stuff for. A lot of these seasonings and herbs and things you would have if you cook from scratch anyway. Alright, the next thing is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I have that here. 1, 2. And 2 teaspoons of onion powder. There we go. Didn't want to close. The next thing is 2 teaspoons of dried onion flakes. 1, 2. It's a lot of onion in it, but that's okay. A teaspoon of ground black pepper, and I went ahead and ground this, and I'm not sure how much is actually here. It's a little bit more than a teaspoon. Not much more. I'm gonna put it all because it was just barely over, and y'all know we like black pepper. And then a teaspoon of salt, and I don't really want to put that in the salt thing because I have all this other stuff all over the spoon. I don't know why, I just dipped it. I don't know why I care. I don't know. My hands are clean though. Okay, teaspoon of that. And the last thing you need is a teaspoon of dried chives. So, and I had the spoon out to stir it with, but I'm just going to use this. You just stir it up, and after you have it all mixed completely together, you can use this, you know, if you buy the little packets, 3 tablespoons of a packet is equal to, 3 tablespoons of this is equal to 1 packet. But the recipe that I have that I got from Gimme Some Oven, it has different little things, directions of how to do it, and you can keep it in a sealed container up to 3 months. Now I'm going to be using some of this in the refrigerator. Keep it in a sealed container in the refrigerator up to 3 months. But I'm going to be using some of this in just a minute because I'm making some Mississippi chicken. But you can add a tablespoon of this with a third cup of mayo and a third cup of milk, and you whisk it together to make a dressing. Or you can substitute the mayonnaise. You can put Greek yogurt instead, which is probably what I would do. And you can actually add this to Greek yogurt, only Greek yogurt, and make a dip for potato chips or for vegetables and things like that. You can also omit the buttermilk powder and use fresh buttermilk if you would like to do that. You just use that instead of the other for making your dressing. So I'm going to leave a link down below for this. Oh, it smells so good. For this mix, I'm going to leave a link for that down below. And you see how quick it was to put together. It's easy. And I got way too big of a bowl, just like I thought. But, so you can replace this with something you know exactly what's in it. It's just easy to do. It's easier than going to the store. Anyway, that's all I have for today. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And leave me a comment down below. Do you make any of your own seasoning mixes? And if you do, would you like to share them? Because I'm always looking for new ones. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.